Good morning, students. So, as you can see, chapter number 1, the happy man's shirt. Yes, you will be thinking that this chapter we have completed, we have already done, right? But this is again, I'm going to explain this chapter, okay? Because some parents are demanding to explain it again, all right? And those who have missed this class, they can understand it better, all right? So, this is for them. So, today is 22 420. Again I'm starting this chapter, all right? So chapter number 1, class 5th, chapter number 1, the name of the chapter is the happy man's shirt, all right? So this is for you. Happiness lies not in the things but in us, okay? So if we are getting money, if we are having car, if we are having a very big house, it is not, all these things are not the symbol of happiness. They are not, our happiness are not depending on all these materialistic things, all right? It is inside us, all right? It is not our happiness doesn't depend on these things, okay? So do you agree? So this is according to you, that what do you understand, what do you mean, what is your perception related to it? Where do you find your happiness, okay? So tell your views. So you have to tell your views on this, that happiness lies not in things but in us, all right? So this you have to do yourself, okay? Now let's start this story, in which, as we can see here, I already explained, okay? So this is the prince and he is the king, all right? So let's start it. Once there was a king named Giffard, all right? There was a king whose name was Giffard, all right? So he is the king. He ruled over a very peaceful yet powerful kingdom. His kingdom was very powerful and there were only peace all around, okay? Everybody was very happy. All things were well, all right? His people all loved and adored him, means all their people liked him a lot, loved him a lot, that he was a really very good king, okay? So everybody was happy with him. All was perfect in his kingdom. All things, everything was fine, everything was perfect, okay? There was nothing that can make anybody there unhappy, okay? So, except, instead of, but there was somebody who was not happy, and except for his son, and it was his son who was not at all happy, right? So, and the name of his son was Jonash, all right? Jonash. What was the name of the king? Giffard, okay? And what was the name of his son? Giffard. And what was the name of his son? Jonash, all right? So it was the prince, okay? It was the prince, and this is the king, okay? Now the king's son was very unhappy for no known reason, and the thing was, prince king's son, Prince Jonash, doesn't know that why he was unhappy. He doesn't know the reason. Still, he was unhappy. He was the person who was having, he was the boy who was having all the materialistic happiness with him, right? Like he was having a palace to live, he was having a very loving father with him, all right? He was having everything, whatever he will demand, it will be fulfilled. So still, after having all the things, still he was not happy, okay? He would always sit in his room staring blankly out the window over the lands, okay? So what does he do? So he would always sit, he used to sit in his room, okay? And from the window of his room, he just see from the window, he just look outside, and what he saw, he every time just stare outside the window, all right? What does he see? Nobody knows. Now, and he was very much disturbed. Okay, he was not at all happy, and he was very much disturbed, he was very much unhappy. But the thing was, he doesn't know the reason that why he was unhappy. Okay, the king addressed his son. Now once king has gone to his son and just asked him, told him, what on earth has upset you, Jonas? Now he was asking his son that why he was so upset, what was the reason. He was very much worried about his son. Okay, so he just he has gone there and asked him that why his son was unhappy. He just wanted to know the reason of being upset. What is it that you lack? Do you have anything? Is there anything that you need and you are not having? Just tell me if you need anything, if there is a lack of anything. I will arrange all the things you need, but you do not have to be upset. What is making you so distraught? Distraught means what? Upset only. So what is the thing? Just tell me what is the reason, what is the thing that is making you upset. So the king father was very much upset about his prince son. Okay, now the king nodded and walked off. After saying that, as he did not get any answer, he also got upset, and he just went from there. If this state of affairs continued, the king feared his son would die of melancholy. If this situation will be there, if his son will not improved, if he will be upset in this way, then he will die of being upset, of being unhappy. All right, deciding he needed more help. Now the king decided he needs the help of other people, because the son didn't tell him the reason that why he was upset. But as a father, he has to know that what is the reason of his son being so upset. Okay, the king issued a decree. As I told, decree means what? An order. Alright, the king issued a decree to have all the top physicians, astrologers, and wise men of the kingdom come to him, and he has given an order, and he called all the physicians, all the doctors there, all the astrologer. Who are the astrologer? Who just tell about the future. Those are astrologers. Okay, astrologer who tells about the future. And the wise men, intelligent, those who are very wise, very intelligent about, okay, wise men of the kingdom to come to him, because here he wants the opinion of others, that what others are saying. He just wants to know the reason of why his son was so upset. When they arrived, the king showed them to his son. As everybody has come there, he just showed his son to them. After 3 days, the astrologers had finally come up with a solution. Now, the astrologer got a solution finally after how many days? After 3 days. Okay. Your Majesty, Janklo, the head astrologer. So what was the name of head astrologer? Janklo. All right, Your Majesty, Janklo, the head astrologer, spoke. Now the head astrologer, whose name was Janklo, had spoken to the king. What he said? We have given the matter close thought. We just thought about your son, about why he was upset. Very closely we just think about it. In order to help your son, you must find a happy man. And we found a solution. All right, and that is, to make your son happy, you have to find a man who is a happy man. Okay, a man that is happy through and through. A man who is always happy in any situation, in any circumstances. Okay, the one who is always happy. You have to find out that man. The king raised an eyebrow at this. I must find a man. Now the king just was being very much confused. Then what is it? Why they are telling this kind of solution? What is it? What they will do with him? I must find a happy man. Now he's asking here, a happy man? Why? I must find a happy man. But what is the reason behind? How will he will help? Yes, and when you find the happy man, you must trade. Trade means exchange. You have to exchange. Exchange what? His shirt for your son's shirt. And then, when you will find such kind of person, you have to take his shirt, and that shirt you will give to your son, and your son's shirt you will give to that person, that man who is always happy. Then all the first person to be shown before the king was a, and then all wait a second, I think there is a problem, wait for a second. Okay, now, and then all will be well, and then they said that if you will do that, then everything will be well, all will be well. Now your son, all will be well means what here? That his son will be fine, then he will also be happy. So the first person to be shown before the king was a priest. So who has come first in front of the king? It was a priest. Who was he? It was a priest. Okay. Are you happy? The king's question was simple and to the point, and as he has seen the priest in front of him, he just asked a very simple question, that is he happy? Yes, my lord, I am very happy. What the priest replied? Yes, he is very happy. Well then, how would you like to be my bishop? Bishop is what? The priest. Okay, in higher position, the highest position we can say. So at this the priest perked up. Perked up means what? To become more lively, to become very happy. So as the prince asked the priest that, are you happy? Are you the happiest person? So he said, yes, I am very happy. On that the prince offered him to just have a higher position, to become the higher position priest in his court, I mean in his country. At this the priest perked up by listening, so he was the priest has become very happy. Oh yes, your majesty, nothing would bring me greater joy. It will be my pleasure. I am very happy if you will give me that position. Get thee hence from my palace before I have imprisoned. So before I'll give him punishment, before he will be in prison, just take him from here. Alright, why he said so? Because the king got to know that this person is telling only lie. Yes, the now furious king, now the king got furious. He has become angry. You are no happy man so much as a liar. You are only a liar. You are not the happy man, and only looking to better yourself, and you're here for your betterment only. You're here for your benefit only, not for mine. Out of my castle. Get out. Castle means what? Palace. Okay, this is palace. So just get out from my palace. The search continued. So as the king didn't get that person who is the happiest one, so the search continued. Not a week went by, but there was news of a neighboring king who was described as a real happy man. Now they got another person. It was the king of another country, and the news was as he was the happiest one. He had a lovely wife. And why he was the happiest one? Because he was having a lovely wife and many children. He has no enemy, and he too has a peaceful but powerful kingdom. Okay, that was why he was considered the happiest man. Thinking this was a solution, the king sent his ambassadors to inquire after him. Ambassador, who are ambassador? People represent country, they are ambassador. Okay, so the people were sent to him. So what happened there? Now the king replied, it is true that I have all I could ever want, but I fear that I will die soon and lose it all. Now the king was not at all happy. The king of other country, he was not at all happy. He was also having fear that he will soon die and he will lose everything, his wife, his children, his kingdom. Okay, his royalty, everything. Every night I lie in my bed thinking of what I will lose. So every night I am very much tensed. I am very much upset about what will happen. With this answer, the ambassador thought it was not wise to take the king's shirt. So they just after listening, so they came to know that this is not the happiest man, the happy man. When he was told the news, King Giffard was furious. So again, the king got very angry because from he was very much worried about his son. Okay, and the solution was given, and that kind of person he was not getting anywhere. That is why he was very much upset. Then how he can help his son? How he will help his son? He had no clue what to do next, so he was not having anything that what he has to do, how he will help his son. His son was going to die sad and depressed. Now his son his son was that much sad, that much upset that he is going to die soon. In desperate need of fresh air, the king went off on a hunting trip. Now, king decided he was being very much frustrated. Alright, so he decided to go for a hunt. In the fields, the king shot out a hare, that is an animal, right? Like a deer. A few meters away, the arrow only touched the hare and it escaped into the woods. Woods here, that's forest. Following quickly, the king moved far away from the rest of his party. Rest of his party means all the people were with him, but just as he was following that hare, so he was just very far away from all his people. After a few minutes, he gave up looking for the hare and made to head back, but suddenly stopped. So he decided, as the hare he didn't get anywhere, so he decided he will go back with his people. There was a noise coming from his left, so he heard a noise from his left side. As he drew closer, the king realized that it was someone whistling a small tune. Reaching the noise, he saw a handsome blonde youth lying in the reeds. Reeds is what? It is a kind of a grass. Okay. The lad was on his back, gazing up at the many clouds in the sky. He was lying on the grass and he was looking at the sky. Okay. And what he was looking? He was just looking at the clouds. You there, boy? Tell me, how would you like to be appointed to be the highest position in the land? As the king's personal advisor, he has again given an offer to that person that how you will feel if you will be given the highest position, and that is king's personal advisor. How would you feel? Advisor, huh? The youth sat up and scratched his chin. Scratched his chin means he was thinking something. Such a troublesome position. I do not think so. Sorry, I'll have to pass. I have to go. I'll not take that position. I am fine enough as I am. So, I am happy with whatever I am. The king beamed at this answer. So, the king got very much happy. The king became very much happy as he heard that answer, that person was not at all interested in getting any kind of position in king's palace. Okay, he was happy with his situation, with his in what condition he is. He was very much happy. You are the one. Quickly, on your feet, boy. He grabbed the youth and ran back to the man and his camp. My son is saved. My son is saved. He turned to the young man and gestured warmly. So he just he just turned towards that man and he just given him warmth. Okay, warm regards. You boy, may you have from me whatever. So he turned to the young man and gestured warmly. You boy may have from me whatever it is your wish, but I need. Okay, so you boy, you can take anything that you want, but I need something from you. The youth looked at the king strangely. You need what? And he asked the king, what do you need? My son, the prince is dying and only you can save him. So what the king said, that my son is dying and only you can save him. Come closer, come to me. The king grabbed the youth, smiling his brightest smile here representing that he was very much happy, and quickly began to unbutton the youth's jacket, then suddenly stopped. Then what happened? His arms drooped to his sides. It means what? He got very much upset. And what is that? As he unbuttoned the youth's jacket, he saw something. And what is that? The happy man wore no shirt. So this is very ironical, right? So the happy man was not having any shirt, and then from where he will take the shirts? Okay, so this is our chapter number 1. So again, I just explained this chapter. If you're having any problem, any doubt, then drop me a message in YouTube only. Okay, so that we will get to know that you are having some query, you are having some problem. Okay, the PDF of the this chapter I'll post on Snapwork. All right, if you're having any problem, any doubt, you can go there and you can view. All right, thank you so much for watching.